Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the Div 5 winter final here between the U against Jagerbomb. Two teams coming in here, both wearing black uniforms. However, the U will be wearing the yellows this evening. Two hot teams. Jagerbomb 0-10 last year, potential Div 5 title here. The U 5-4. Welcoming my broadcast partners, Brian Mongeau and Terry Tam, two guys who cover this from start to finish here. I'll start with you, Brian. When we look at this game right now, the U offense, they came late to the football field. Could they be sluggish early on?
I mean, this is a team that usually, I don't think they start that fast, to be quite honest. So I don't think it's going to really do anything. I mean, one thing that I noticed when I watch this team play is that their offense mainly runs around broken plays. They're not really effective on their set design plays. Their quarterback usually scrambles, buys extra time, and eventually locates someone down the field. So I expect the same start to happen. So I don't think that's going to affect their start of the game now.
Terry, look at the Jagerbomb team in Fuego. Playing great football. Their confidence is sky high right now.
Yeah, for sure, confidence is sky high right now. Going to the playoffs with this lead is, with this amount of wins, is very impressive. It only builds confidence for a quarterback, a first-year quarterback like Simon Duchesne, to come out and to win games like this with great weapons like JF Delos and Paquette as well.
Well, the U will be starting the ball first, and look who's at quarterback. Shake and bake Shaq Lattimore, the face of this team right now. This has been a tradition now for the U with him starting off the first play. We'll see what they do on this first play. Lattimore looking right. Quick pass pump. He's going to try to run. He gets around Patrick. Deep ball. Open. Touchdown. Cody Scolar. First play, 6-0 for the U.
He was wide open down the sideline there. The defense did not pick him up at all. He just kind of sat there right in front of the end zone and waited. I don't know if the cameras picked that up. It was very sneaky play, but typical U fashion.
Well, yeah, Cody's not really known for scoring, so I mean, they probably didn't account for him going deep on the first play as well.
Seeing Shaq Lattimore back there, I mean, automatically you assume you think he's gonna run around. He ran around a bit, but he had enough time to get Cody Scolar the ball.
Well, a great start as Shaq Lattimore opens it up with a touchdown, a 40 bomb to give the U a 6-0 lead to Cody Scolar. Now back at quarterback is Dustin White.
We got quads here.
Forward to the left. White bobbles that ball, looking, waiting, rolling out from Patrick. Gonna get forced. Lattimore open. 7-0 for the U. Off to a fantastic start.
Fantastic start, very quick striking. The U, they like to do that. They like to mix it up, give rushers a different thing to look at.
Brian, look at that start. Could this be a shell shock for Jagerbomb? We talked about the sluggishness. They didn't look sluggish at all for the U offense.
No, but Jagerbomb is looking razor sharp as of late, and I mean, again, they're just going to settle in. Again, they never really face a mobile quarterback. Same with White and Lattimore, so we'll see where that goes.
Quick pass up ahead to number 33, Moreau Paquette, and that could be close enough to a first down as Simon Duchesne coming in halfway through the year, 23 TDs during the regular season, has been great during the playoffs.
They had their play set up right before the game. They didn't even huddle up. They went right away, and the U defense looked a little bit confused lining up.
Second play coming up here for Jagerbomb. They're about 2 yards away from a first down. Duchesne looking. Quick pass, caught. Away goes Max Marson. That could be enough for a first down. We'll see what the marker is, and it will be a first down for Jagerbomb.
Nice quick slant. Really get your quarterback a little confidence. 2 for 2. Great start for them.
First down conversion for Jagerbomb.
I like the use of a third receiver weapon right away in Max Marsan.
We'll see Cody Scolar. He's going to be key in this rush. Duchesne, high snap, gets to the right, rolling out to his left. Away he goes. Real estate to work with. Duchesne makes one quick move, spin around from Lattimore. And again, that'll be just shy or just in between the rush bag and the first down marker, but it'll be second down coming up here for Jagerbomb.
That's another thing, too. Jagerbomb quarterback, he can run. You know, we always talk about Lattimore or White at quarterback for the U, but this guy can move the pocket, and he's showing it right now, keeping the drive alive. That's good.
It's something that I was looking at while I was looking at the matchup today, is that they both didn't have that much. They had a lot of success against quarterbacks, rushers that didn't know how to defend against a good rushing quarterback.
Duchesne, quick pass over and caught Moreau Paquette, and he'll be tackled, and that'll be enough for a first down. So they're 2 for 2 on first down conversions here. Now they're just inside the red zone, so they're going to potentially reply back with points, but off to a great start in this drive.
Yeah, they're executing. They're utilizing the short passing game, maybe trying to set up something deep later on, but so far that's it, trying to keep the defense at bay.
It's a methodical offense, like we said during the press conference.
Methodical indeed, but right now they are moving the ball with ease. High snap. Duchesne, pump, looking. Over the middle, caught by Nguyen, the photographer, with a photo finish. It is now 7-6 for the U.
That's four completions for Simon Duchesne, none of them to their all-star JF Delos.
5-yard TD grab. It is now 7-6 lead. Critical extra point coming up here. We looked at the Div 6 final. Extra points was a difference. It could very well be the same in this Div 5 final. Duchesne rolling to his right, pumping, going over, caught, and it's 7-7. And you can tell Jagerbomb has a huge fan support right now, guys.
Also, you
Fan
can tell
support
this.
taking pictures.
You can tell just how confident they're playing right now. So, I mean, they were down early on first play. It's demoralizing, and they come right back and march the field. No quick plays to just kind of grinded it out. Great way to answer back.
Jagerbomb is a team that they're not scared when they're down because they've come back from a lot of adversity, going 1-4-1 during the beginning of the season.
We'll see now what adjustments the Jagerbomb defense does for the U offense. However, Shaq Lattimore so far, 1-for-1, 40-yard bomb to Cody Scolar. Meanwhile, Simon Duchesne off to a fantastic start. As Terry made the point before, their star player, Delos, had nothing on that first series. Fake handoff. White facing pressure, throws it, and it will be caught incomplete to Walter Berry with the incompletion sign, as it will be second down coming up. Kyle Pettis, the intended receiver.
Josh White doesn't seem to agree with that call, talking to the referee there.
Not going back to the huddle.
Well, you know how referees and players are, guys. They don't agree ever.
I thought they were best friends.
Depends on what side of the spectrum you're on.
Second down coming up for the U offense, and their alternate yellows, actually. Their usual jersey is black, but unfortunately, given the fact that they're the away team, they have to wear the second color scheme.
I like these new FPF pennies.
Very nice. Courtesy of Sportier, proud sponsor of the FPF Finals. Shaq Lattimore back at quarterback, trips to his left. High snap, catch the one hand. Get around Patry, away he goes. Makes one quick move on Nguyen, and he's forced out of bounds by Moreau Paquet, and that should be about a 7-yard gain, if not 8, on the play.
Jagerbomb's not giving up anything short. The deeps are letting them throw it, even though it cost them at the first play of the game. I think that it's a good game plan to give everything, try and force them to go to throw deep.
I think despite their first touchdown, I think that you want to let Shaq throw the ball. I mean, against the Cougars, it worked. Against the Jays, he threw one pass and it was intercepted, and the Jays capitalized right back on a quick strike, which got them back in the game. So I think right now you want to let him throw, though.
It'll be second down, and then I guess 4 or 5, depending on where the marker is. Can't tell from Moreau Paquet covering the bag. About 3 yards on that. Patry does not rush all day now for Dustin White. He's going to go deep. Has a man. Well defended by Delos, and he is hurt. It looks like he may have hurt his lower back or hip, but he made a fantastic play on that throw. But it could be a costly injury if he's hurt for a long period of this game.
It actually looked like he was able to get 2 hands on the ball. I thought he was going to try to intercept it, and rather it looked like he tried to bat it down.
Great defensive play nonetheless. Hopefully he's okay.
Jeff Delos having a fantastic season this year for the Jagerbomb. Guys, look at these stats here. He has 8 INTs in 4 playoff games. During the regular season, he had 13 as a whole. So he's definitely been an impactful player, and we'll see if he's hurt for a long period of time. Right now, he's lying down in the blue end zone portion of the football field, and that could be a big loss for this football team if he's out for a longer duration of time here, guys.
No question about that. And even you saw that Josh White, he was their leading receiver throughout the year. And again, like in the article that I mentioned, it's funny to call him being a sleeper player because Lattimore gets much of the attention, but he's been really playing lights out all season long. And as you saw, they had him in ISO. They tried to get him right away, even though he was well covered. I guess White had a confidence in him just to heave it up there, and hopefully his guy could come down with the catch.
I like that call to go 4-1 just in case he goes deep, and JF Delos taking him deep, covering extremely well, like we said before.
Back at quarterback is Shaq Lattimore. One thing about Dustin White in the playoffs, each game he's had 8 completions only. Nothing less, nothing more. We'll see if he hits that mark today. Lattimore.
Consistent on that basis, yeah.
Without a doubt, Lattimore facing the pressure, gets around from Patry. He's going to run, facing the pressure from Nguyen. Cross by Pevis open, away he goes, cross field, and that'll be enough for a first down. And he gets roughed up, as Patry will get that, but a first down and a key conversion for the U.
That was, I saw a flag guard there. I guess the ref didn't see it, but it was pretty close.
Something that you don't want to do, although it was successful, is throw against the field like that. It looked like he tried to just chuck that off his back foot as well. The ball hanging up there, that can translate into a pick 6. So, again, he's being lucky so far.
He's been lucky.
Yeah.
First down conversion of the game for the U offense. Right now, JF Delos appears still on the sidelines. Can they capitalize on this? Lattimore in the backfield. 2 to Dustin White's left. White, play action, rolling to his left, waiting. Going over, caught, spin move, makes another move around Moreau Paquet, who gets tackled. That'll be enough for a first down and a big catch by Josh White.
I think he made that harder on himself. He had this side of the end zone wide open. He could have just walked in. He made it a little harder on himself going across the field. Great read, nice catch. It was almost knocked down by the defender.
When I see Dustin White play, I don't know. He kind of reminds me of a Tim Tebow-ish, not just because he's a southpaw. He kind of just scrambles. Testament to him to keep his eyes down the field, but it looks like everything is just nothing that they draw up kind of actually works. It seems like everything's on the fly here.
It's one of the hardest things to do is keep your eyes downfield as you're running.
Base formation for White.
Tebow.
Scalar, the inside receiver to his left. High snap, rolling to his left, waiting, looking. Touch through the hands of Kyle Pedovic. It'll be second down coming up.
Rolling out to the left, I mean, there's a lot of contact in this game, and I like it. It's nothing illegal. It's more just borderline, but it is playoff football, so you don't expect all the calls to go. But I like the chippiness in both sides of the football so far.
Well, we'll see what the play call is coming up for the U. Right now, they've had the bulk of plays compared to what Jagerbaum has, but right now the storyline is J.F. Delos, his health. How healthy is he? Can he come back in right away? If not, that could be a big blow to the Jagerbaum offense and defense. Dustin White still at quarterback.
I would drag back to the end zone right now.
White, stay in the middle, waiting. Rolling to his right. Got time, looking crossbody, waiting. Touchdown. Great catch by Evan Frank. It is now a 13-7 lead for the U.
It looked like it was lanes on the defensive part. I'm not sure what the defenseman was doing there to help the other defenseman, to help the rusher on the tackle there. He left his man wide open.
13-7 lead and a big play for the U as they were able to cash in with J.F. Delos on the sideline. And we'll see what they can do on the extra point. So far, both teams 1 for 1 on the extra point attempt in this Div 5 final. Shaq Lattimore will be isolated to White's right side. Scalar does not know where he's at right now, but he makes sure he has the proper alignment. High snap. White dropping it off. Looking. Going to the back of the end zone. Scalar out of bounds.
A little razzle-dazzle on the part of the U.
He caught the ball inbounds, but he was out of bounds the entire time as he was coming across the field.
One thing to look at, guys, in this game here, the U, they're 1-3 when games are decided by 7 points or less. Right now, they're up by 6. So second series here, no J.F. Delos. He's still out. So
looks like he's walking around now, back there, so it looks like he's going to be okay. Hopefully he comes in.
In those bright shoes, you can see him just walking around.
Ben
Hard to
Hamida
miss.
takes the spot, though. Duchesne avoids the rush, makes one move on Lattimore. Away he goes.
He's
First
still
down.
going.
Duchesne, coast to coast. Can he get to the corner? And Lattimore gets to him, but after a big 32-yard gain and a first down.
Simone Duchesne pulled a shake and bake on shake and bake.
He's trying to take his title of Shake and Bake. Is that an award?
Simone Twinkle Toes Duchesne. Gave him his name right there.
Second first down of the game for the Jagerbaum offense.
What other nicknames you have on that list there?
I got a lot, man. I got a lot.
Simone Duchesne, this year, 7 times he's been 60% or better in the passing department. He's not thrown an INT in the last 3 games. And he's had 5+ TDs this season.
High snap.
7 times.
All those rushing yards kind of gone to waste right there with a bad snap right over his head going back to midfield.
High snap indeed.
What would you see right now? So now it's second and long. Brian, what would you see? What would you see the offense doing?
I don't know. Again, the U might be expecting them to go deep. Their short drags or a 5-out have been working. It's been there all day. So I would just kind of go back to that. Try to make it a third and manageable rather than a third and long.
Second extremely long now for Duchesne. Looking to his left, pumping to his right, waiting, going over, open man, and Delos, you can see he's not having that burst as he once had before that injury. It'll be third and long, the first third down opportunity for this Jagerbaum offense, pardon me.
A healthy Delos would have caught that ball, I think.
Yeah, he should have been able to create separation on that. And again, like you said, Terry, he's coming back off the field.
He's pulling a Terry time and pulling himself out of the game here.
And you can see right now he's upset himself, and he's going towards the bench. So we'll see if he ever comes back in this game. But right now, they'll have to go with what they have on the football field.
His body language doesn't look too confident right now, so we'll see.
First third down conversion, Duchesne. Sideline, open. Going up is Marsan. He gets tackled by White, and that will be fourth down coming up here for the Jagerbaum offense.
I like how he's using all his receivers, and there's a matchup on the right side over there in the slot that I think that he's going to try and abuse right now. Maybe go corner and a hook in front of the end zone to kind of separate the defense.
And guess who showed up, Terry? Someone you're very familiar with.
That was the matchup I'm talking about as well. Snapper Chris Nicky just showing up in the game.
Well, we'll see how that plays out moving forward. Duchesne, big play, 4th down coming up here. Looking, waiting, over the middle. Touchdown to the hands, Lattimore.
They give it to him.
And they give it to him, even though Lattimore punched it out of the hands. But Walterberg gets it in. Touchdown.
I agree with the call because he took 2 steps with the ball in his hands. It's not the NFL. It's not the Des Bryant, Calvin Johnson rule. You caught the ball, you take 2 steps, you're in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Josh White still not agreeing with the refs on another call.
Josh White hasn't agreed with anything the refs have said today.
Yeah.
Max Marchand with the touchdown grab, 13-13. But right now, you look at that play, whether or not that should have counted or not. It was a bang-bang play, and it went for the Jagerbomb offense. Duchesne looking right. Over the middle, Marot Paquette. It's good. 14-13, the first lead of the game for the Jagerbomb moving forward.
I think both of their touchdowns came in the center of the field, if I'm not mistaken. So you're going to have to definitely try to close that up.
Methodical offense, and they just don't lose any confidence. It's crazy how close these guys are, how close-knit they are, for them to continuously complete ball. I don't know if there's been incompletions mode yet. I don't know if you know that.
One incompletion so far for Duchesne. 14-13 lead, Terrytown. Brian Mongeau here in the Div 5 final. We had a fantastic Div 6 final before. We'll see if this can be anywhere close to it or even surpassing that. And now we'll see the U fully loaded with their entire offense out there. The first team, Lattimore in the backfield with White. Handoff, Lattimore around Patry, away he goes. Speed to work with along the sideline, cutting through. Crossfield, Lattimore goes. Can he get around Holt? He does. He gets to the corner, and he is tackled. A huge gain by Shake and Bake.
Nice tackle by number 17 over there, diving, but nobody can catch this guy. He breaks to that sideline so fast. He's probably one of the fastest guys I've seen in FPF.
It's interesting to note that most of the damage that he does, it's not in the passing game. It's really in the running game. I think in the four playoff games that the U have had, he's only caught 2 passes, so he's just really doing all the damage with his legs. Interesting to see if they can connect in the passing game, something that the U have done in the season. He can be that much more dangerous, but it's working right now, so no point passing to him. Just hand him the ball.
And let's not forget, the U had 2 200-yard rushers in White and Lattimore. Handoff, rolling out. White open and incomplete. It goes out of bounds. Second down coming up.
That pass intended to the center, Chris Nicky. I like the play call. They're not expecting things like that, those under drags. It was open, it just was a little bit overthrown.
Well, we'll see what happens now. Right now, the story of the game, Geoff Delo's not in the game. Shaq Lattimore is the game as he's made an impact throwing the ball and running the football. However, their team is down by 1 to Jagerbomb. 14-13. As we approach 5
plays.
5 plays left in this first half. A very quick first half. Trips to the left of White. White looking left, looking, waiting all day. Back in the end zone, over the head, into the first row it goes.
There was an outlet right here on his right side. Josh Abramovich wide open, and he chose to throw it out of bounds. If you don't see it, I agree with the call, but it was there.
5 minutes left, not 5 plays. We got that mistake.
5 minutes,
there,
my mistake.
Well, our 5s are not in sync with the referee's 5s.
I blame referee Stephen Haddad for that one.
Well, it will be second down coming up for the U. Right now, down by 1, looking to go up in this pretty good start of the first half for both teams. Duchesne so far perfect with his drives. The U looking to be perfect on their third drive of the game.
Interesting to see how they're going to line up because they use a lot of trips or quads on one side.
Timeout called by the U as they'll take a quick breather here. This game brought to you by Sportia. All right, guys, looking at this right now. They're not too far from the end zone. I'll start with you, Terry. What should they do as a play call? Should they go Shaq Lattimore or should they keep with Dustin White, who's had a pretty good, steady game up till now?
I think they go Dustin White at quarterback and Shaq Lattimore with an under route. Maybe go trips, ISO on one side. I've seen them do before. Maybe line him up more to the outside. He lines up a little closer to the center than normal. Come across the field and things up top. I think he can burn anybody. So if they disguise this side on the trips and then they come across with Lattimore burning the DB, I think they can be a good job.
All right, Brian, looking at the Jagerbomb defense. What do they do now? They need to get some sort of momentum back on their defense because right now they cannot stop anything, whether it's the run or the pass.
I would like to see the rusher be a little more aggressive. It looks kind of like when he nears the quarterback that he's getting a little flat-footed. Go at him hard, full speed, and we'll see what happens. Try to make him get a throw off his back foot, force an unorthodox throw. We'll see.
Well, shake and bake back at quarterback. Lattimore looking all day, pumping, throwing to his right. Patrick, sack. Big play and a big loss for the U offense.
That's it. You got to go at him. Force him to go backwards.
And this is something that Simon Duchesne and Max Vincent told us in the press conference, Mo, is that Lavoie Patry, the rusher, he's been on fire this playoff, and nobody's really been talking about him. If there's anybody that can beat Shaq, it's him. He's really quick. I'm really surprised at his speed.
Phenomenal revelation. 4 sacks during the regular season. He has 12 in the playoffs. 6 versus the DG Goons. Now his 13th in the playoffs. So he's been a playoff performer for the Jagerbomb defense.
He's played against Chris Bandenza. He's played against Alex Papich, and he's played against Hyman Long.
I'm seeing some yellow shoes on the field. That can only mean one thing.
White trips left. Going to the backside to Lattimore. Through his hands. Incomplete. Shaq Lattimore had the position, however, could not get it on Jonathan Cloutier, who made a good defensive stop on that play.
As I said, Lattimore's not used to catching the ball in the playoffs, so it's something you want to, as much as the quarterback has to get into a rhythm, receivers have to do the same thing as well. And you haven't caught a pass in 2 games.
What was that flag that was called? There was a flag on the play. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was.
I don't know if it was unsportsmanlike conduct.
It may have been a dead ball foul here, and it is a dead ball foul, it appears, as Chris Nitchie appears is off. So this is going to be 3rd and long, as in like Lachine to Brassard long here. But it's turnover on downs now. My apologies. So they couldn't convert, and now it is their ball inside the U territory for Simon Duchesne in this offense. Duchesne avoids it. Away he goes. Duchesne makes one quick move, and he'll get about 4 or 5 yards on the play. But Cody Sklar was ever so close to the sack.
His speed and his quickness is very unassuming in Simon, but like we said, he's got a lot of yards throughout the season. He uses his feet very well. Nothing was open. Looking down the field, everything was covered. Great coverage by the U.
Evan Frank with the tackle, his 2nd of the game for the U defense. So right now, we talk about momentum. It could be on the Jagerbomb side as they were able to force a turnover. Can they now punch it in for points as they're up by 1 late in the first half? Duchesne's rolling to his left, waiting. Over the middle, caught by Moreau Paquette. Tackled by Shaq Lattimore just at the rush bag. It'll be inside the red zone.
That's something that the Jagerbomb do extremely well. And since the beginning of the game, just those short routes, just constantly moving, marching down the field. At one point, it's going to frustrate the U, and that's when you do a double move. Hit him over the top, take the top off the defense. Doing a great job, Jagerbomb.
They're just by looking at them, they're able to do everything that they normally do, other than having JF Delos in the game full time. I think he's only going to be playing defense now, but they're able to play their offense and call their plays, and it's working so far. Simon's been on point.
He really has. He really has. He looks really confident, comfortable back there. That's not something that you want as a defense. Opposite quarterback being comfortable.
Duchesne avoids the rush over the middle, through the hands. Incomplete. Ben Hamida was there but couldn't corral it in. It'll be 3rd down coming up here for the Jagerbomb offense.
Huge drop. Can't have that, especially in the playoffs, not in the end zone.
Funny enough, he's playing for Delos at times here, and we wonder if Delos is in there, maybe that's 6 points.
I would have Lavoie Patry in there, maybe because Ben Hamida doesn't play on defense, but I would have Lavoie Patry in there with a speedier offense against this speedy defense.
Well, it'll be a critical 3rd down coming up for the Jagerbomb offense.
Jagerbomb really seems to be focusing on one side of the field or really in the center.
Pump, middle, one hopper, incomplete. And right now, the Jagerbomb offense is stalling as we speak.
That's 2 incompletions right away. I mean, one would have been a touchdown. It all depends on how Simon Duchesne is going to handle this right now. He's a little bit pressured. It's 3rd down in the red zone. He can't really run, so he's got to use his feet to create more time and maybe get a blown coverage somewhere.
You wonder if the Jagerbomb do score, if the roof will pop off with the huge Jagerbomb partisanship over here. Quick pass, touchdown. Big touchdown, Moreau Paquette. And now they're in control of this game, up 20-13 late in the first half.
Moreau Paquette has been that Wes Welker, the outlet that they have underneath. He's been on point. He's caught everything so far.
Now the critical extra point here. So far today, they're 2 for 2, Jagerbomb. Can they make it 3 for 3? Base formation, 2 to each side. Duchesne rolling to his right, going to the corner through the hands, incomplete to Max Marsan. So it'll be a 2013 lead. However, right now Jagerbaum is playing very well, but JF Delos coming back in the game on defense. So we'll see if Dustin White will attack his side to see if he's ready to go moving forward.
He's giving a cushion. I saw him line up before. He gives a little bit of a cushion to the receiver on his side. It's basically just to make sure he doesn't get beat deep. He's covering deep. That 4-1 covers that they were doing before, I think it's been switched to 3-2. So we'll see how it works out. I think JF Delos is a smart enough guy that he'll be able to compensate somehow, some way.
Dustin White, though, he's thrown an INT 6 out of the last 8 games. So we'll see if that will come up at some point in this matchup here. Lattimore again isolated with Cloutier on the backside. White rolling out to his left, looking, pumping, crossbody against Sklar, catches that, and he'll have enough for a first down, tackled by the photographer, Nguyen.
That was a great read by Dustin White coming across and giving it short to Sklar.
It's extremely hard for the rusher because he's constantly rolling out. The majority of their plays, it's either shake and bake running or Dustin White just rolling out, again, just buying extra time, making it harder on the rusher, finding the open receiver.
That's a first down, the third of the afternoon for the U offense. We'll see what artistic formation they have right now. Lattimore, again, backside, but now they'll make it to the trips right. With Josh White, the backside receiver to the left. Dustin White, cross forward, body through the hands.
Another drop.
Drops. Shaq Lattimore dropping that ball as he had real estate to work with. It'll be second down coming up here for the U offense.
Something that I saw last game against the U and the Jays, I think Shaq dropped 2 passes. He was open, like you said, a lot of green in front of him to make something work, but you gotta catch that ball first before you start looking upfield.
That was the play that I had said that she had called earlier in the red zone, with Shaq coming under and burning their entire defense because they're playing a zone right now, so he'll be able to manipulate that zone. But it looked like I don't know who the defender was. Maro Paquette followed him across. So
got Josh White on ISO again.
White, sideline, over the head, incomplete.
That's a timing route, and that's something that if you're not used to doing, you can't really do. You got to know when the guy's going to turn around, or at least wait completely for him to turn around.
But like you said, there you go. It was a 3-step drop, and he just fired the ball right away. That's not what the U are known for or have much success doing. But I would go right back to it again because the defender looked out of position there. He doesn't look to be himself right now. Attack it again.
Third down coming up here. We talk about the Jagerbaum defense. The first 6 games, 4 out of the first 6, they gave up 40-plus points. The last 4 games, they've given up 14 points or less in the regular season. Right now, they've given up 13, but they're holding the U on this drive. Big third down coming up here. Trips left. White looking, pumping, over the middle. He's got a man open, picked off by Delos without count. No, it won't. 1 foot down for JF Delos. And you wonder now, do you go for it or you punt the ball away with 2, if not 3 plays left in this first half, guys?
I'd say you punt. I mean, you don't want to give them that field position. Simon Duchesne got that field position earlier, and they were able to score within 2 plays. So it's a little tough, but I would punt right now if I were the U.
It's a tough call. You can either go either way because the Jagerbaum would still have. It is flag in excellent field position, so to speak.
Exactly. Yeah.
But looks like they're going to go for it.
And they should. It's their fashion. It's their style. It's the way they've been playing all year.
Quads on one side. Yeah.
Quads right to Dustin White.
There's going to be a fly with Shaq right here.
White pumping, going to the corner.
That's
high fly ball. End zone through the hands as it appeared Josh White may have gotten his hand on it, but no good. So at halftime, it is 2013, guys. Your thoughts?
I mean, great game, but again, I don't like the way you end the half. Again, just floating the ball up there. Jagerbaum are known for picking the balls off like that. They got to be lasers. Dustin has the arm to really gun it in. He's got the physique, everything like that you want a quarterback to have. So I don't like the last play call. I mean, kind of just more gun it in, laser. But it's been a terrific half. I mean, I'm surprised and actually pleased to see Jagerbaum really be able to contain the U's offense like that. Not a lot of people have been able to stop them. I've never seen Shaq actually take a sack as well too. So. Great first half for Jagerbaum.
And guys, you can see the big crowd for the Jagerbaum on display.
How come we're not on camera? Story of the first half for me is the fact that Jagerbaum is able to play their offense, play their defense, and take the U away from what they normally do, and that's move around. Other than Shaq, they haven't been able to move. Dustin White has been a rushing quarterback all season. He hasn't been able to move around past the line of scrimmage. I'm very impressed with what Lavoie Patry has been doing this playoff, and especially today.
Any more thoughts on this, guys?
Yeah, one thing that I think that the U are going to have to definitely do is really like I would put Josh White more in the ISO and again attack that hook and goes, double moves. I mean, let's see if Jagerbomb can adjust. Like I said, their star player with I love those yellow shoes, by the way. I mean, you got to see what he has. Is he really hurt? Force it deep again. Can't yes, we saw like the interception that he did, but it was out of bounds. But again, that was on a floater. Let's see some timing routes. Let's see what we can see if they can stop him.
The offense is to lack for in terms of the highlight reel catch, except for the Cody Scholar 40-yard bomb from Shaq Lattimore. Second half adjustments, guys, here in the Sportiera halftime. Terry, what do the U have to do in the second half to get back in this game, but also to get momentum? Because right now they've been stalling the last half of that first half.
They can't be dropping balls anymore. Those balls, you got to keep them. You got to be able to extend a few plays with your feet. Having Shaq drop balls is very crucial. As soon as he catches the ball, he is a threat. He can beat anybody. Get those under routes going. Make these guys come a little bit shorter, and then maybe hit them up top. Not their style. Dustin White's got to use his feet. They're not playing the offense that we've seen them play all season. It's a little weird to me, so I think that they should go back to basics and stick to what they normally do.
Okay, for the Jagerbomb, Brian, very quick here, what do they have to do to maintain this lead and keep their focus?
I mean, again, like the short passing game has been working for them. I would continue working on that, but again, maybe try your luck on a deep play and hopefully get a quick strike, and then again, rely on your defense to shut them down.
Offense to lack for here, but here's a quick stat here, guys. At half, when leading, Jagerbomb are 7-0. When trailing, the U 1-1-1. So we'll see how that plays out moving forward. Duchesne pumping, avoids Scolard, gorgeous move. Another
Dang.
quick move, and that'll be a 3 if not 4 yard gain. Evan Frank with the tackle.
Twinkle Toes Duchesne showing us what he can do again.
Yeah, he's really been impressive so far. Again, with his arm, with his reads, hasn't really thrown any bad passes. Keeping the drives alive with his legs. He's really having a phenomenal game so far.
He's only thrown one interception this playoff, and it was in the first game of the playoffs.
He's the Joe Flacco of the playoffs.
Joe Flacco, yeah.
3 first downs in the first half for the U, 2 for Jagerbomb. However, they are up by 7 in this second half.
I think I'd rather him than Joe Flacco.
Duchesne going over. He's got a man open. Away they go, and a touchdown. Jonathan Holt with the touchdown. It is now a 27-13 lead for Jagerbomb.
That was huge.
Yeah, like I said it all game. The short has been working. You try to get a little. I don't know if it was a double move or if it was just the slot doing a straight post, but either way, the end result is the same. And that's it. You want to get that quick strike again, and then you put the pressure on the U and force them to just to heave the ball up deep like that.
It was a post, and he looked, as soon as he turned around, the ball was in the air. He was waiting to catch it. It looked a little awkward. It looked on top of his head. I was hoping he didn't drop it.
Yeah.
Good on him for catching it. So, I mean, it was open. It was been open all game. They just haven't really hit it because they're scared of those short routes to Maropak.
I think it was Josh White who was on coverage. I'm not sure what happened there. Just kind of let his guy go.
Duchesne rolling to his right, looking, buying time, crossbody. Conversion is good. It is now 27-13 lead. A 2-score lead for the Jagerbomb. It is now a deep hole for the U. How do they get out of it? They have to be meticulous, guys, but do they have to be aggressive with their play calling?
I think the U are losing it right now. That was a man coverage blown. I think it was by Shake and Bake. They're losing their tempo. They're losing what their confidence, and that's what brought them to the finals.
It's funny because Jagerbomb are beating the U right now, kind of like by the same style that the U play, rolling out, finding that open receiver. So it's kind of like they're kind of getting a taste of their own medicine right now.
Exactly, yeah.
First drive of the second half for the U. Right now, Shaq Lattimore in the backfield with Dustin White. Backside is Evan Frank. White to Lattimore. Up the middle. Away he goes. Speed to work with Lattimore. Hippity hopping his way through. And that should be enough for a first down, and it is.
Haven't seen those quick draw handoffs since I played against NWO this season in Division 6. It's very. I mean, if you can do it with one player, it's going to be Shaq Lattimore.
Hippity hop.
Hippity hoppity.
Hashtag hippity hop. I like that one.
Well, for the U, if there's one positive to look at, they have their 5th first down of the game compared to 2 for Jagerbomb. But meanwhile, the Jagerbomb is up by 14.
That's the thing. It's good that you can be able to run and move the pockets like that and keep drive alive. But again, you're going to need to eventually win games with the passing game.
White, play action, looking, pressure, Patry, open. Sneeshy coming up, space to work with, gets around the lows, and he'll get the tackle, and that should be enough for a first down. So back-to-back first downs, and the U coming back strong on their drive.
The big man with some quick feet and some quick moves, getting a big first down for the U.
6th first down of the evening for the U. So now they're inside red zone. So this is do or die in the sense that they can't do anything else but score. They're so close. Do we see shake and bake in this situation here at quarterback, guys?
I wouldn't put him at quarterback right now. You're close to the end zone. I think it's a red zone. You wouldn't be able to use him as a run anyway. I think you're better off. You're better off with Dustin back there and using shake and bake on those under routes. Like I said before, it's going to work. He dropped the ball before.
Josh White, the backside receiver to the left.
We got some offside over here.
I think they called timeout first, though.
When you look at Shaq Lattimore's production, guys, he's accounted for 30% of the team touchdowns this year. So he definitely is a force. But we also look at some other guys here. Josh Abramovich, White. These guys have had great seasons, but we've not heard anything from them this afternoon.
Yeah, Josh, he's an extremely underrated player. He probably has one of the best hands in Division 5, and they haven't really looked at him today.
And he's not here, actually. It'll be an incomplete pass.
Another drop pass in the end zone. You
In the
really
end
can't
zone
have
drop
that.
pass.
You can't have that. That's 2 now. Albeit one was for the Jagerbomb, this one for the U. But again, I mean, that could be the difference. You can't have that.
That's the third drop pass for the U today. Won by Shaq, the best player, and now Chris in the end zone. Very, very, very crucial and very. It's bad. It's bad right now.
I think Shaq had 2 drop passes. I'm not mistaken. One in the end zone and
wouldn't be surprised.
Big play coming up here. Trips left, Lattimore to the backside. White looking, waiting, going over the middle. Through the hands again of Shaq Lattimore, incomplete. And another ball going through the hands of the U receivers.
hippity hop.
Hippity hoppity. It was a little over his head, but the rule is you touch it, you got to bring it down.
Yeah, it looked like he would have been able to get both feet in bounds as well too. So, and you're in the finals right now. You're expected to make those plays.
Another big down coming up here for the U, down by 14 points in this second half for the Div 5 title.
The U don't seem to have that swag, that confidence that they bring with every game. I don't know. It kind of looks like they hit a brick wall now. We're gonna have to see how they adjust.
White taking 2 steps now, rolling to his left, all day to work with. Open, touchdown, big catch by Josh White. 6-yard gain, and now it is a 27-19 lead for the Jagerbomb.
Yeah, they needed that definitely. You can even see like they're not really like celebrating right now. They know they're trailing behind. They know they haven't been playing their best football right now. So now it's all going to be in the defense to make a stop and try to get these guys back into the game.
They need to utilize every single minute and make sure that they're not blowing any time to be able to get back, because I feel that Jagerbomb is just going to score and they can methodically move down the field and waste time.
Well, this is a key point coming up here. Quads left. Evan Frank, the inside receiver. Looking, pumping, going to the sidelines and through the hands. And again, the referee saying incomplete. But in the mind of Josh White, he thought he was interfered.
I don't think he was interfered. His hands were on him. It wasn't. There's no interference there.
He wasn't going to catch that ball regardless.
It's one of those things where players and refs don't like each other.
It was the right call. It was the right call.
Right call.
Well, here comes.
There's a few refs in this league that probably would have made that call.
Here comes the Jagerbomb offense. So far, playing fantastic.
Razor sharp Jagerbomb.
Simon Duchesne only 3 incompletions, but they're up by 8 points. Duchesne over the middle, caught. Marsan makes one move. He'll have enough for a first down. Tackle by Evan Frank. Flag on the play. We'll see what that is. Flag guard coming up here, but it will be enough for a first down. But they'll move it back by 5 yards.
Yeah, flag guarding, he put his shoulder down, but I think he tripped on himself.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a rule. We're getting some nods from the referee crew right in front of us here.
He certainly did not hit the hit stick on that one. He just kind of ran out of juice and just leaned forward.
He didn't hit R2 properly.
4th first down of the evening for the Jagerbomb.
Still first down, so I guess it's 1st and 15 now.
It'll be first down. They'll move back 5, so it'll be standard first down, but a little bit further than before. Base formation again.
Look in that post again.
Duchesne looking, waiting, open. Nguyen picked off by Evan Frank in the end zone, and a big turnover for the U defense.
I think that was Josh Abramovich that caught that ball.
Yeah, no, the coverage was there. He forced that ball. I shouldn't have thrown it. He knows it on the sideline now.
Evan Frank with a big INT and a huge play for the U. Can they now convert this for points as they're down by 8? But now this could be a hammer in their hand to come back in this matchup.
Big time. I mean, that's what we spoke about in the press conference. You need that one interception. So far, it's that one interception that could bring them into the game. They're still down by 8, but they can come back and score an extra 2-point conversion for sure.
7 INTs in the playoffs. That's their 8th of the playoffs for the U. Play action, rolling. Lattimore open in the flats, catches that ball, and he's tackled for about a 4, if not 5-yard gain on the play.
Getting their confidence back. Those little that interception's huge for them by Evan Frank, and also getting their confidence by giving those underroutes, giving your best players the ball, making sure that they know that they're still going to be important in this game to make a comeback.
Well, right now they're down by 8. They got to get back in this game, and could be their golden key, as they're only a few yards away from a first down.
Lattimore hugging that ball. He wasn't dropping that one.
No, he was not.
Hugging on for dear life.
Lattimore
He did the Michael Irvin.
Lattimore in the backfield. Audible called by Josh White. But Dustin White, pardon me. Play action, rolling to his left, waiting, looking. Going across, open is Lattimore. First down, backing his way through, and he is tackled. But it is a first down, and now they're inching ever so close to the end zone.
I think he runs faster backwards than I do forward. That was a great catch in coverage, right on top of the DB. Didn't drop it. It backed up for an extra couple yards. Shaq is looking like he's in it to win it right now.
7th first down of the evening for the U offense, but they're still down by 8. Inching ever so close as they're just a few yards away from the end zone. Right now, the Agrabah looking to answer back with their defense.
I think they had a big stop. Same way that the U came up big, the Jägerbomb, their defense needs to come up big as well now.
Lattimore in the backfield once again. Dustin White, the quarterback. 2 to his left. Play action. Rolling to his left. Looking, waiting. He's going to run it in. Touchdown, Dustin White. Big play, big touchdown. It is now 27-25. Do you go for 2, guys?
Lattimore not happy with
I
that
go for
play.
2, and I don't think that Shaq should be talking right now. He'll be tossed out of the game, or at least 5 plays off. Right now, I go for 2. You got to tie it up. That one interception that we spoke about at the press conference, Mo, that's going to be key. It already passed. So it looks like Jägerbomb is going to march down. They got to get a stop, maybe a turnover on downs.
A big play, Brian Mongeau. And what do you call on defense here? Do you want to be aggressive with your play calling and try to force this and make sure this doesn't end up being a tie ball game after this ensuing ball possession?
I keep the same formula again. Like when they got their sack, you really want to go after them. You really want to force White to throw off his back foot or Lattimore, depending who lines up as pivot. But I mean, their success is really just running around, scrambling, and that's it. Finding the open guy. There's nothing to it. It's effective, but I mean, it's not going to work in higher divisions.
2-point convert indeed. Lattimore now looking around Patry. Lattimore going over through the hands, incomplete as Josh White cannot corral it in. It is a 2-point lead for the Agrabah going the other way.
I would love to see their playbook just do they have
If
any
they have a
X's and O's
playbook,
with
yeah.
lines, or is it just kind of like
It just might be the quarterback going back, zigzags in the back of the line. Lavoie Patry looked like he got banged up on that last play, limping off the field. He's been the rusher extraordinaire today. Now that the confidence of the U is back, I think they've been using their feet a little bit better, and Lavoie Patry's a little tired.
Big crowd today for the Agrabah. Right now they've been quiet, looking to rev up their voices and urge their team on. Duchesne, 2 steps left, rolling to his right. Now he's going to run. Duchesne going to make one move and gets tackled by Pedvis, and that should be about a 4, if not 5-yard gain on that play.
Cody having a hard time containing the quarterback there. I don't know if he had a sack yet or not, though, but
I don't think he's had one.
no.
I don't think he's had one today. It's tough to have
He's
one against
very
the guy like
close.
Simon Duchesne.
Yeah, he's been close a few times, but he really hasn't. Close doesn't count.
Hasn't officially registered a stat yet, but right now Simon Duchesne has 5 carries, and he's well over 45 yards in this game.
Very impressive.
Don't forget he had that big run of 32 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
Duchesne, quick pass out to Mahol Paquette. Up the sidelines, push out by Evan Frank. And that should be enough for a first down, it appears, and they'll move those bags upfield.
Those under routes, man, they haven't visited in a while, but now they're giving it back to Mahol Paquette, who has most catches for them today. And overall, I think that they should continue giving him as an outlet. Like I said, he's the Wes Welker of this team.
And he's catching everything, so
Why not?
it's not always easy catches. He's doing an excellent job.
5th first down of the evening for the Agrabah. Duchesne pumping. Short pass just through the grasp of Oat, and his second down coming up here for the Agrabah.
I was overthrown by Simon. I think he was rushed a little. He was rushed very well by Cody Slar. The only thing is throwing it too far out of outstretched arms of Jonathan Oat.
Well, big down coming up for the Agrabah. Up by 2. It's been close. Duchesne looking, pumping, waiting, going to cross over. Now he's going to his left, around Scalar, and Lattimore gets to it. It'll be a 1, if not 2-yard gain on the play.
Close again, Coach Star. Close again.
Yeah, he's really putting his body on the line there. And that's what you want to see. I mean, same way at the quarterback, you want to see him lead. You really want to see your rusher really give everything he has, and it kind of trickles down on the defense. So, A for the effort on that one.
It also builds your confidence in your quarterback. If you know as a quarterback that you're able to get away from a rusher because he's diving at you, then you'll have your time. You just make one move, and he's scared of the run right now, Cody.
Sklar had 11 sacks during the regular season. Duchesne all day now, over the middle, caught. Ben Hamidia with the catch in the first down. Pettis, in disgust of that play call or on the defense, allowing him so much time.
Didn't drop that one, Benamita. Nice catch right down the line, right in front of the line. They can't run right now, so I expect a quick slant to Mauropaquet.
Or again, like the attack the deep middle. I mean, it's really been there. I think 3 of the touchdowns has really come in the middle of the field. So,
JF Delos is back in the game.
6th first down in the red zone. Critical points on the line. Duchesne waiting all day again, nowhere to go. And he had no one rushing him, and he forced that ball to Delos, and it's incomplete.
That was weird. I would have taken my time.
yeah, it looks like he kind of got eager there. He saw it, and
It was there. I mean, it was there. He bit the inside defender bit on him going to the left there, and he threw it to Delos just a little bit too far.
You wonder why Corey Sklar is not rushed in the last 2 plays if he's trying to conserve his energy, but we'll see now. Quick pass, and again, a wild throw out of bounds intended for Marsan, and it's going to be 3rd down coming up.
It looks like it's working.
The Agarbomb.
Looks like it's working because he's not rushing. He's just covering that short. He's faking the rush, and Simon's looking at him rushing, and then he looks downfield, and he can't see anything because he has too many yellow shirts in front of him.
yeah, he's forcing throws right now. He's just same thing that's been working. Just settle back. He really looked comfortable. That's when he did most of his damage. That's what I look for him to do again.
The U knows that he can't rush, so that he can't run.
Duchesne pumping all day now, making one quick move. He's trying to buy himself time, gets around Sklar. He has all day open through the hands of Marsan. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Sklar made rookie move number 1, and he jumped. I think if he didn't jump, he would have had him.
If the Jagerbomb don't connect on this could really be the
Dagger.
So far in the playoffs, 2 of the games have been decided by single-digit points against the DG Goons and the Gators. Right now it's a 2-point lead. And you're right, Brian, this could very well be
this was wide open.
Win.
And Jagerbomb, if we remember again in the first half, they dropped a wide open touchdown. Again, you really can't have that.
Duchesne all day again. Through the hands. Incomplete. Through Dallos' hands and Benamidia's hands. And that is a turnover. However, Evan Frank on the ground, writhing in pain with his left knee. So we'll see what that situation is. But right now, the U forcing another turnover and getting the ball back.
Through the hands of Delos and then through the hands of another receiver, I believe it was Benamida. I'm really surprised that they didn't catch that ball. And now we got Evan Frank limping off the field. There you go. The teammates are going to come help him out.
The worst thing you can do as a receiver is drop a pass. The second thing is you dropping it in the end zone. So
it's a little embarrassing when your teammate's carrying you like that off the field, but I understand why.
Again, we talk about single-digit points this year alone. The U, they're 1-0 in the playoffs when decided by 7 points or less, and right now they're down by 2. It has been a thriller so far in this Div 5 final. However, the U offense in the shadow of their end zone, they cannot give up a sack. Otherwise, it'll be 2 points and the ball back to the Jagerbomb.
I think they're in a good position right now, though. It's their game to win right now.
Lattimore at quarterback. We assume this could be a run from Lattimore. Away he gets it. Is he going to get out of the end zone? He does. He's going up the sidelines, forced out. And you wonder if that will be a flag or not.
I think it should be.
He's on field number 1 right now, actually.
I forgot my
Or
drink
maybe
in
the
the parking
parking
lot.
lot.
I forgot my drink in the car. Shaq, can you get it for me, please? He looks like he's okay. He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
Some good football in this matchup here. Less than 5 minutes left in this game. So right now both teams know what's on the line with a 2-point lead and less than 5 left in this second half.
It's getting chippy, and I like it.
We all like it like that.
Using all 3 fields, it's great.
Maximizing on our advantage here at Brassard, Quebec.
Vince Nardone, cameraman extraordinaire, is freaking out over that right now, that last play.
Maybe Vince is going to recruit him for his Div 2 team. Who knows? All right, so it's trips left. Second down coming up for the Dustin White offense. The U down by 2. White pumping. Going deep. Lattimore, he's got a step. Lattimore. Touchdown.
Wow, didn't drop that one.
Big catch, big play.
This kid, man. This kid is something special.
31-27 now. A huge grab, a 40-yard bomb, and now the U has the lead with less than 4 minutes left.
White saw him the whole time. He just blew by his guy, and he just knew he was going there right from the get-go.
Well, I would throw it to that matchup as well. Number one, I can't forget Klutze, I think his name is.
Jonathan Klucha, yes.
Yes, he's. I would take Shaq on that matchup all day. Not that he doesn't have the speed. I just don't think he has it. What it is to cover Shaq, Shake and Bake Lattimore for sure.
Now you surprised? Sorry, Brian. Are you surprised they're going for 1 as opposed to 2 with a 4-point lead and less than 4 minutes left in this game?
I don't know. I think that I'm not sure if they're aware of the score right now, though. But, to be quite honest,
especially with 2 running quarterbacks, I think you should.
Yeah,
be
exactly. Again, it happened against the Jays as well too, where they kind of went for a questionable thing. Take a timeout, settle down, know where you are.
The fans now urging on the Jagerbomb defense. Big points on the line. Lattimore pumping. Lattimore backing it with Patrick in his face. Going, pumping, buying himself time. Open! Great play and a great stop on defense as Maron Paquette made a stop with his knee or hand. However, Sichi is down right now for the count with less than 3 minutes left.
I think he's okay. He's a tough kid. I know Chris, and hopefully he bounces back.
4-point lead. However, we talk about given again. The Jagerbomb were in control of this game, but now the U up by 4. Simon Duchesne has to win this game on his arm.
Yeah, it's been a 360, I think, for the U. They didn't seem confident. They didn't look to poised. We saw Shaq kind of and Josh White barking at the refs and so forth. Now they look like they have the game in their control. So.
Yeah. Confidence, man. We spoke about it at the halftime. It's confidence. The U had lost it in the first half, and they regrouped to come back. You go back to what you've done all season, and you make sure that that you're effective, and they have been effective so far.
By the way, Dustin White, his 8th completion. He's had 8 completions each win in the playoffs so far. Caught by Benhamida. Up the sidelines. Lattimore the tackle.
It's getting physical out here. It's getting chippy.
We'll see if that's enough for a first down. But, again, you mentioned the chipness effect, and it's definitely evident now.
If it's just talking, I don't mind. But when it starts getting physical, that's the issue. You can get either your best player, your worst player, your whatever player. You can get him tossed off in 5 plays, and you don't need that, especially with under a few minutes left here in the second half.
Second in the nose from a first down for the Jagerbomb. The fans on display trying to see the team in black win. Duchesne, he's going to run. Duchesne, passing it, picked off. Picked off, and a big play by number 4, Josh White, the second pick of the game.
Jagerbomb had a guy wide open on that one.
Yeah.
It was just not a good read, not a good pass.
It was a very bad throw. Simon Duchesne noticeably frustrated, slamming his flag on the sideline over there. Josh White stuck to his coverage, even though he got beat a bit. I guess he read the eyes of the quarterback. Great way to be there. The U doing what they do best.
Sorry, go ahead, Mo.
Sorry, Brian. It's second turnover of the half. The third turnover of this half. 2 by INT, 1 by downs, and they can turn this for more points. Remarkable how this has turned in their favor for the U.
Good teams know how to win. That's all it is. And
or hip and hop in their way.
and Jagerbomb can get a pick right now, and you never know what could happen.
White's going to run, gets around Nguyen, and he is forced out of bounds for about 4 or 5 yards. This could be the last drive. If they get these points here, guys, they could be up by 10. Making it a 2-score lead, thus putting this game potentially out of reach with so little time left.
Change in rusher right there. Now Nguyen's rushing instead of Lawef. I think it was because of the injury I mentioned earlier. He looks like he's limping a bit. Maybe he's lost his speed. Maybe confidence got in his head too. Those injuries, sometimes they show up when you get burnt a few times.
That's true. Like you said, I mean, it all goes back to those drop passes that Jagerbomb had, 2 in the end zone, if not 3.
GM Kalethris and Rob Campana getting ready with the trophies.
Not much left here. Minute left before 5 plays. So close to the first down. Second down coming up. White hipping his way through. Blocked, it appeared. I think he may have thrown that ball away, but Patrick may have gotten a hand on it. Timeout called by Jagerbomb. But it is now going to be third down coming up here. Again, we talk about getting that first down, prolonging the drive, and killing more clock. It's so important for them to get this first down, guys.
It looked like that was a designed play for him just to throw it away. I don't even see an eligible receiver down there.
There was no route that was available there.
No, because he just seemed so decisive with that pass.
I'll just roll out and toss it nowhere.
So far this evening, both teams 0 for 2 on third down conversions. This will be a big third down conversion for the U as they are now inching so close towards that Div 5 title.
JF Delos noticeably limping again with those yellow shoes. Lavoie Patrick back at rusher. He's got to contain. I mean, it's a rule 1 of football. When you have somebody fast, you contain him, you keep him in the middle.
Yards are at a premium. Game of inches right now. It appears it's probably a 2-yard difference from the line of scrimmage to the first down.
I think looks like Jagerbomb are set for a double rush. I don't know if that's just a bluff.
Lattimore in the backfield. We'll see if they do.
Yep.
Handoff. Lattimore.
Nice play call.
Stopped. And he lets it go. We will see what the call is. But Battery made a big stop on a run play, which is so rare with the handoff like that.
It looked like a Ray Lewis, Patrick Willis read down the middle. You put your head in the middle of the running back's shoulder, chest. Great read. Honestly, that was a sick play. I like that a lot. I guess they read that he was going to run, and then number 20, Nguyen, he was the second rusher coming in.
Yeah, it was like a delayed second rush, but he just went there.
And a
It worked.
5-yard loss.
Full bravado.
It worked. I
Yeah.
liked it.
A 5-yard loss in that play, and it'll be a 4th down coming up here. We'll see what they call. But again, they're 0 for 3 on 3rd down. But right now, that was a huge play with the Jagerbomb defense.
Nguyen calling for some noise from the parents here, from the Jagerbomb fans.
All the Hulkamaniacs.
all the Jaeger maniacs. We called for double rushing at press conference, Mo.
And they punted the ball away.
They punted. Smart play. I think I would do the same thing.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
So now it'll come down to the Jagerbomb O against the U defense. Who can win it?
As a quarterback, I think you want to have the game in your hand. And, I mean, he really wants to make up for his 2 interceptions. No better way to seal the victory with that nice key drive here.
9 INTs in the playoffs now. Duchesne, he's got the corner. Duchesne up the sidelines, and he is forced out by Josh White. And that'll be
down.
very close to a first down, if not a first down.
Cody taking a beating with his body here, man. The turf just unforgiving.
Good thing he's wearing those long pants.
Yeah.
5 plays left. This is it. Simon Duchesne can write history for the Jagerbomb. 0-10 last year, on the cusp of Nirvana of being the champion. Trips right. Duchesne looking. Short pass to Lowe's. Catches it up the sideline. Going through. Cut. Through, and he is hit by Sichi, and he is hurt.
Flags are not coming out.
First down conversion, though.
Tucked in those
The
pockets.
players or the refs are not coming out.
Those flags are tucked in those pockets right now.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Playoff way comfortably right now. They're sitting there. They're having a coffee. It's playoff football. What do you expect?
First catch for JF Delos in this game. But
Shaq on field 1.
maybe in the parking lot.
Yeah.
All right. Inside 5 plays. Can the U hold serve? Simon Duchesne has thrown 2 INTs in this half. 3 turnovers by the Jagerbomb offense. It is now trips left. Marcel, the backside receiver. And we're seeing the U potentially go into a man-to-man look. Duchesne, quick pass. Moreau Paquette, one hopper. Incomplete as he was going one way, the ball the other.
I like that call. It's. I think Simon's getting a little bit ahead of himself. He's underthrowing a lot of plays a lot of routes the second half.
Yeah, he's looking a little flustered back there in the second half. Really not the same player that we saw in the first half. It was really confident, just moving around, really knew that he can have the matchups that he wanted and exploit that. But right now he's just kind of forcing throws, and he doesn't look comfortable in his delivery at all.
Doesn't have many plays left. Duchesne looking to his left now, waiting, pivoting, going through. He's going to run, gets around. Great tackle by Sichi, and it'll be a 3rd down coming up here for the Jagerbomb offense.
Chris Sneaky with a great tackle, helping out Cody Slar in that rush. It looked like he crushed Cody Slar right under him.
3rd down coming up here. Jagerbomb 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions.
JF Delos coming out of the game right now, noticeably walking off the field, very injured. And that's huge. Even though he's only had, I think, 1 catch this game, he is somebody that you would have to account for on defense. I would have kept him in.
Yeah. Even if it
Well, I
was
mean,
a
if-
decoy or not.
Maybe it wasn't. What if it was my choice? What if he wanted to come out? we don't think
Get
about
back
his
in there.
feelings.
High snap. Duchesne going to run, pump, stop, throws,
Interception.
picked off. It is picked off.
And his game.
Game over. The U have won, and I can't see what number that is. That's
Josh
me,
White.
Yeah, it was Josh.
Josh White.
My sleeper.
Second INT, and that is it. The U are your champions.
I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I called the U to win. Jagerbomb, they were on a high. Not that they're not good enough. I just didn't feel like I was going to jump on that bandwagon. But it's the second half, right? You got to play, well, in this case, 44 minutes and 10 plays. But you got to play the entire game. And the U, even though they came off slow, they finished hard, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I jumped on that bandwagon. I have no shame with that at all. I can go to bed at night and knowing that. But they won 8 straight games. I mean, obviously they were looking for number 9. Lucky number 9. It didn't work out for them. But again, like they had the game in the first half. They just lost it in the second, as you mentioned, Terry.
Like Mo attested to earlier, 0-10 last season, going 1-4-1 at the beginning of the season, and then making it to the finals, coming 4 points short in the red zone with the game on the line. You can't knock Jagerbomb. They played a great season. I'm very happy to have watched them play. I've learned a little bit watching them play as well. Now we got to look at the U and watch them celebrate and get their trophies. Who do you think is going to be MVP, Brian?
It has to be Shaq. I mean, or actually, you can actually make a strong case for Josh White because he did have 2 interceptions, right? So
2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. I would go Shaq because that big touchdown at the end was kind of the dagger that put them up.
Yeah, that 40 bomb. Yeah.
I would go Josh White just because he had an overall better game than Shaq, but Shaq was the key to the win.
Yeah, if you're looking at this game, yeah, you can go either way. But if you're looking out throughout the whole season and the playoffs, then you got to go with Shaq. Though.
I give it to Chris Sneaky just for looking great.
Hey, he made a difference, guys. He came in the game and turned for them.
Exactly. Yeah, he did. Where we give Shaq Lattimore, of course, shake and bake with the MVP. Good on him. Congratulations to the U for winning the season, and we'll see you in I guess Div D next year, maybe.
Well, guys, when you think about it right now, the Jagerbomb outgained them by 40 yards in total offense.
Yeah.
But the key is the 3 turnovers in the second half, the 4 turnovers. When you look at it overall, guys, the U produced 3 INTs in the second half and 1 4th down stop, and they were fantastic. Guys, quickly before we sign off here, thoughts on the Div 5 season as a whole from your ends, guys?
I loved Div 5 this year, man. It was nuts. You didn't know what was going to happen. You had teams like the Gators losing the playoffs, Gryphons losing the playoffs. It's teams that we thought we were going to dominate all season didn't. Tomahawk Nightmare. But then you have teams like Jagerbomb and the U who never thought would have made it to the finals, making it to the finals. I'm very impressed. I enjoyed this season.
It's the same story every year. You have the powerhouse team, like you mentioned, also too, like Liverpool, you can throw them in there. Then you have the dark horses, again, Jagerbomb, the U. You know, in the second half, they just really turned it around. 42 teams all competing for that championship. I mean, what else do you want, man? It had highs, lows, everything in between.
Well, congratulations to the U. You are your Div 5 champions. That makes sense, but nonetheless, it does make sense overall. Guys, thank you very much. Great broadcast from your end. 2 great finals in a row. Fantastic finish. Defense winning it for the U, and they are now going to be your Div 5 champions for the remainder of the winter season moving forward, and we'll see if they'll be back for the spring season. Come up next, Div 4 final. Terry, Brian, thank you very much. A great finish, a photo finish. However, for Jagerbomb, they didn't get what they wanted, but for the U, they did. They're your Div 5 champions.
Pretty hot.